Hey everyone, this is Facebook Live. I'm doing a Q&A today. I'm just going to talk music, talk guitars, talk the Indiegogo campaign. I'm just kind of waiting around to see if anybody shows up. Let's see, in the meantime, we're at just about 30% of the way, which is really cool for the Indiegogo campaign. We're almost there, we're getting there, so mainly if you have anybody who would like the music, anybody who might like the style of music, share it with them, because again, if we don't reach the goal, then nothing happens. We don't have t-shirts, we don't have CDs, and no music. So if we get to the goal, then we get music and t-shirts and lots of fun things, and everybody's happy. So I see a few people are here. Say hi if you're here. I don't know who is. I can't see comments. Let's see. No, I don't want to write a comment. Well, hopefully the comments pop up. But yeah, say hello if anybody has any questions about guitar, music, anything, fashion, sparkles. I like sparkles. We all know this. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I've been super excited to release the Indiegogo campaign. It was a little bit, scary for me because I haven't put out new music in a while, but I figured if we don't check it out, if we don't try to do it, then we don't ever know if it'll happen. So that's why I just went for it, and I'm really excited to see how far we've come. It's awesome. All of the support has been great. To see everybody very supportive and sharing around. So that's been awesome. I'm trying to think of anything else. I know I've had a few questions already. Let's see. So we have, let's look at one of our questions. Oh, we have two questions. When am I coming to Germany? Hopefully soon. Hopefully very soon. If the time is right, I'll definitely come to Germany. The more people that want me to come, I'll definitely travel out and come play a show. Another question is, what are your specs on the ESP Silver Sparkle? So on this Silver Sparkle that I'm holding right here, this is an ESP Eclipse. It's got an ebony fretboard, and in the pickups, of course, I've got EMGs, 81 and 85. And yeah, I remember finding this guitar in a guitar shop, and it caught my eye right away, and it was the only impulse bought guitar that I have. So the other guitars that I have, I mapped it out and I thought about it if I really wanted it and why. This one, I saw it and I knew it was the one. So I'm sure a lot of us have that same situation where we see a guitar and we know it's the one. So this was the one for me, and yep, it's just a ESP Eclipse. I saw it and I knew I've played Eclipses before, so I knew the fit would be great. The neck on the guitar is nice and slim, so that's easy, and just how it fits when I play it, it's perfect. So those are the specs of the ESP Silver Sparkle. Let's see. I have a question here. Favorite guitar player? Favorite guitar player? Definitely a lot of you probably could answer this. Favorite guitar player would be Jimmy Page from Zeppelin, just because he's the reason why I'm here, the reason why I got started with guitar. Before I started guitar, I was always into music, but I never really noticed the guitar. I never really paid attention to it. I knew it was there, but then one day I heard some Zeppelin and I thought, yeah, I gotta play some guitar. I gotta learn how to do that. So since then, it's been an obsession, and I think a lot of us can say the same. So favorite guitar player, Jimmy Page. But I mean, if we're talking specific genres, then we can go in depth on that. But that's my answer to favorite guitar player. Let's see, another question. Let me scroll through. What's the biggest lesson I've learned as a musician? Lots of lessons, I think. And as a guitar teacher myself, hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can't hear me. Oh, cool. Okay, I just want to make sure, because I know sometimes the iPhone microphone, when it's standing, it doesn't. There we go. Good. So, biggest lesson. So, as a teacher, there are a lot of lessons you can learn from guitar. Discipline, goal setting, and that can transfer into, when you're younger and you play an instrument, that can transfer over to other things, as you grow up. Biggest lesson I've learned would probably be that the instrument that I'm learning is a lifelong journey. there's always going to be somebody who's better than me, and it's important to recognize that no matter who you are, there is always a player who's one step ahead, and it's important to learn from them, learn from the next step up, so you can master your instrument in the end. But I think learning that it's a lifelong journey, and it's not okay, let's get to this one point and then we're done playing guitar and we can be done. It's forever, you know. Guitar is forever, and I think that's a cool realization that I've had. Let's see. If I could collaborate with anyone alive or dead. Man, this is a tough one. Alive or dead. Tom Petty. Tom Petty, number one, definitely. I have another question. Moxie reunion. So, a reunion with Moxie and the Influence. Will it happen? That's a good question. If the time is right, yes. If the time is right, absolutely. I'd love to. I'd love to go play with my best friends again. But for now, everyone's kind of doing their own thing, and nobody fought. Nothing bad happened. Everyone just kind of wanted to go their separate ways. But yeah, if the time is right, sure. You know, when the time comes. Let's see. I'm looking for more questions. Do I have a certain approach or method when writing music? Yes. I mean, for me, I tend to go to the guitar first. So I think of a guitar rhythm line or lead line, and I go from there. Maybe it's a melody on the guitar. Sometimes it'll start with lyrics or an idea. So let's say we want to write, I don't know, I can't think of anything, but about a heartbreak or something like that, and I have that in mind, then we'll go from there. But usually it starts with kind of a riff. You can kind of tell a lot of the songs are riff-based, so, you know, I'll kind of go off of that riff and go from there, and then fit lyrics into it as we go. But it totally depends. It definitely depends on the situation, but it's all guitar-based, so I tend to go off of the guitar parts first, and then cater everything around it, have the drums come in, you know, and go from there as far as melody and everything, so... Hello, Keith. Hi. Sorry, I'm trying to read on a very small phone. Favorite rock gig I've played? Favorite rock gig? That's a good question. I'm trying to think of all of them. There's so many, and a lot of them have been incredibly fun. The most fun time I've had is at Rocklahoma in Pryor, Oklahoma, and it was really fun. Just the vibe of everybody there. Everybody's there to listen to music, have fun, enjoy, and it's a carefree environment. So that's number one for me, is playing Rocklahoma. I'm sure there's a few Rocklahoma fans here listening, or avid Rocklahoma concert goers. I hope to come back soon. I would love to. I think that'd be really fun. Hi, Ruben. I am scrolling through these comments. Let's see. Okay, so as far as inspiration and getting back into guitar, that can be tricky, because I think a lot of times when we play guitar, you know, unless you're jamming with a friend, you're by yourself. You know, you're playing on your own, and it's very easy to listen to your playing, or listen to your thoughts and think, I'm not good at this, but in reality, the more you play guitar and the more you work on specific things, the better you're gonna get. So it's a tough situation, because you're working against your own head. So as far as getting back into it, it can be tough, because you know, it's easy to go, I don't want to play today. And I don't need to. I don't sound good anyway. I tell myself that. Everyone does. Everyone has it, because we're in our own head. So the best thing to do is kind of get out of your head. Maybe, you know, find a time that's best for you. For me, I'm the best in the morning. I'm awake in the morning. I'm excited about the day. You know, I'm ready to get stuff done. When it's late at night and you're done with work and everything, I don't want to play guitar. You know, I get a little bit, okay, I'm tired. So morning is the best time for me, and I know it. So capitalize on that, you know, and maybe morning's the best time. But another way you could go about it is listen to songs that got you started on guitar. You know, that's a common question, or a common way to approach it. So yeah, like, let's, you know, for me, I got started on Zeppelin, so, you know, you might just put Zeppelin on loop and there's a good chance that you're going to want to pick up the guitar after you listen for a while. So think of that. That's a great way too. And then also, like, maybe schedule a jam with a friend. Schedule a jam with your drummer friend or a guitar player friend, and that could help you to kind of get in the zone of playing guitar again. But again, it is making it a habit too. So if you do like 10 minutes here and there, maybe every few days, every other day, you'd play 10 minutes. Sooner or later, you're going to find yourself doing 20 minutes, and then 30 minutes, and then you're back in it. You're back in the feel of guitar again. So hopefully that helps, but let me know where you're at with it, and then we can go from there and figure out other ways to go about it. Let's see, scrolling more. This is an ESP. It's not custom. It's just the ESP Silver Sparkle, and it's an ESP Eclipse. It's not custom, even though I saw it and it seems one of a kind to me. It is one of a kind to me. I know they have a few others. They've got a purple sparkle, which is gorgeous, and then I've seen a red sparkle. So there's quite a few. But yeah, you can't go wrong with sparkles. I have my eyes on the purple sparkle. We'll see if that happens. But I definitely love the silver because it matches everything. So I care about my outfit, even though I'm probably going to be wearing black. I think it matters. So cool. Yes, Rocklahoma. Yep, love Rocklahoma. If you haven't gone to Rocklahoma, go. It is incredibly fun. You'll have a new love for music afterwards. Let's see. Oh my gosh, lots of Rocklahoma. I love it. I love it. Are the songs on the EP selected, or are you still picking them? I'm still picking a few. I mean, I have the main ones that I want. We're gonna have, the standard heavy rock songs, rock and roll inspired, classic rock, metal, all of that. I'm planning to have a lot of female vocals on this, so I know I've worked with Moxie quite a bit. We're going to have other singers too, so that'll be really fun. And then I'm planning a little bit of a ballad on there, so a little bit of variety, but really fun songs. I think you'll really like them. So I am still deciding, nothing's final yet, because again, the Indiegogo isn't over, so we're still kind of finalizing everything. But if we reach the goal, then everyone will get to hear it, and we'll get to hear what the EP sounds like, which I think would be really exciting. And I'm excited to hear everybody else's thoughts too. Let's see. Scroll. It's really hard to scroll all through all these. Oh, do I have any plans on signing up with another band? That's a really good question. Yeah, I totally would. If my thing right now is I want everybody to be on the same page, and I want to, be in a band where we're collectively working all together, and I want to have fun. So bottom line, if I'm having fun, then I'm all for it, and yeah, of course, if the time is right. But I definitely want, I want to get along with everybody, and last thing you want is when you're in a band and nobody likes each other. That's not fun. So yes, if the time is right and everything comes together, of course I'd be in another band, of course. Oh my gosh, so many people. Hi, Joe from Canada. Awesome. Oh, nice. We found a Silver Sparkle Les Paul. Awesome. Awesome. I know Gibson's got some great Silver Sparkle Les Paul guitars. Every Sparkle guitar looks amazing. I know there's some from Gretsch too. They're gorgeous. For me, this one was fate with me, so I found this one. I have some more questions over here too. Let's see. Okay, so along with the campaign, what can your fans do to support your music? Right now, the best thing you can do if you want to help support is share the campaign. Share it with, anybody who might like the music or would be willing to support, because if we get to that goal, then it'll be really exciting, and we'll all get some, we'll all head to the studio. Everybody's invited. If you could show up, you're coming, and we'll have some, write some music, and have some t-shirts, which will be really exciting. And I know everyone has been looking for CDs, and so with all of this, we handle all that, and everybody gets, you know, CDs and t-shirts and all the fun stuff. And hold up, I have got more questions. Speaking, before I answer more questions, speaking of goodies and special prizes, I'll be doing a giveaway tomorrow. Okay, so look out for tomorrow. I've got some really fun stuff so you can get with this giveaway. I've got some bracelets that you can get, a pair of bracelets. I've got some guitar picks, some Jazz 3s. I've got some, I love Jazz 3s, so that's why, some Elixir strings, and a free guitar lesson. Okay, so if you are looking to move ahead in guitar, you've been playing for a long time, or you want to start guitar, that's what I'll be giving away tomorrow. So if you look out tomorrow, I'll post how you can enter and how you can win, and I'll pick the winners. I'm still thinking when, maybe a week. Maybe we'll go for a week, depending on how long we want to go for, but yes, that's how that'll happen. So a bunch of guitar goodies, some strings, some picks, and then a guitar lesson if you want it. A Skype lesson, by the way. I wish I was a genie and I could pop everywhere, and pop up and show up and give you a guitar lesson, but it's got to be on Skype. Cool. So hopefully that's cool with everyone. That'll be really exciting. So tomorrow I will announce that, and you will see how to enter. All right. Cool. Do you play other name guitars besides ESP? Yes, I do. I have a few Fenders, so I have a Fender Telecaster and a Strat, and then I have a few Gibsons as well, Gibson Les Pauls. So mainly, you know, I tend to be a Les Paul player, and I played Gibson for a very long time, or I still do. But when I found ESP, I found it was a little more slim, you know, on the neck size, and then just the way it fit when I played it, and the weight. You know, this guitar, I barely changed anything on this guitar, so the way it fit with me, it just worked best, and so that's why I tend to go towards this guitar. But you know, nothing beats that Les Paul Custom. So I love that just as much. You know, you can't pick a favorite guitar. I definitely can't. So it just depends on, you know, what you're recording at the time, or what you're working on, what type of gig you're playing, on the choice of guitar that you're choosing. So I definitely play others, but mainly play the ESP quite a bit. Cool. What are some other musicians you'd like to collaborate with? Oh my gosh, I don't know. That's a tough question. That's a really tough question. And I don't know if this is a great answer, but I'm happy to collaborate with anybody. You know, I've written a few songs for some people, and I played guitar on some tracks, and it's been really fun. So that's what I enjoy. You know, seeing collectively a song come together, whether it's my song or somebody else's. So I'm cool with anything. I'd be happy to, you know, create some music and put it out there, and that's really fun. Cool. So hopefully, I'm hoping I'm not missing any questions. I'm trying to scroll through and find anything. But yes, I see lots of Rocklahoma people. Sweet. Love it. All of you that I've known for a very long time. This is awesome. Cool. So, yes. So, oh wait, no, I got another question. Sorry. What do I do when you get writer's block? Writer's block. This is tough because, again, we come to that part where we're stuck in our own head again, and that's definitely what writer's block is. You're sitting in your own head, you're going, this song sucks, this song doesn't sound good. Why would I even share this song? And it's very easy to get into that. So you have to, you know, either push that aside and know that we tend to talk like that. You know, I tend to talk like that to myself. So either know, like, why don't I just go ahead with this anyway? Why don't I write this song? It may turn out great. You know, you never know. So you can do that. I know a lot of people say, you know, they always say go for a walk, which I think could help. It depends. Or sometimes, like, working out or going for a run helps, because then you come back and you feel a little bit energized. But it depends. Or, you know, going back to your roots again, I think that always helps, because you'll hear a lot of my songs are very classic rock oriented and kind of just down to the bare bones rock and roll with some other elements, but if you go back to your roots, I think that tends to, bring us back to why you started writing that song, why you write the type of music that you do. So that might help too. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's the best way to go about it, or just know that writer's block is okay, and try some different things. Try some different elements or different instruments in there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see what time we got. Okay, good. So, do I play any other instruments? That's an awesome question. I do. So, before I played guitar, I played piano. So I still play a little bit of piano, mainly when I'm writing orchestral pieces, so pieces for an orchestra, or when I'm doing film music. So that I will write on a keyboard. But once I switched to guitar, or moved towards the guitar, that was the main instrument that I really, really loved. But I love everything, and I write a little bit of drums here and there, and vocal lines and everything, but mainly I leave it up to, the other artists who are working with me to make it better. I mean, I have ideas in my head, but I let everybody else kind of do their own thing. Cool. If you had a choice, would you rather play rhythm or lead guitar? Ooh, that's an awesome question. I'd rather play rhythm. I think that's where I'm most comfortable. But again, I have to think, you gotta think outside the box a little bit. I don't always play the leads, but I tend to, when I always write the rhythm part first. I'm always writing a little bit of a riff, writing a little bit of a, maybe a melody line, but I don't write the solo first. That always comes, later down the road. So definitely, I'd be a rhythm player. Although lead is very fun. And I love playing lead guitar, but rhythm comes first, definitely. Oh my gosh, so many questions. I'm so excited. Are there any good venues in your area for local touring bands? Yes. So in LA, there's quite a few venues. Of course, Whiskey a Go Go, which is in LA, and then there are a few others. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but yeah, absolutely. There are a whole bunch over here that you could contact and come back down on your tour route. But yeah, totally. Very cool. Awesome. Good. Awesome, cool. I think I have, let me make sure I didn't miss any over here. Okay, I love this question. So if you were to, how many pairs of boots would you bring if you were to wear on stage when you toured? Like, how many would I absolutely need to bring? And this cracks me up because in the past, the biggest thing when traveling is you deal with the weight of your suitcase, right? When you're going on flights, you have to think about the weight of your suitcase. And so in the past, I've only been able to bring one pair of boots, maybe one pair of boots and then wear a pair of boots. But so in the past, I've only had one or two pairs. If I could bring more, yeah, I'd probably pick maybe 3 pairs. I don't need more than 3 pairs of boots because number one, the main color of boot that I wear when I wear shoes is black, or rose gold shoes, but black. So, I mean, if I could have 10 pairs of black boots, that'd be awesome. But you only need 1 pair. So, and mainly black, just because I was probably being easy on with the outfits that I wear. I was like, okay, I gotta bring black because I only have 1 pair of shoes that I can bring. So I thought that was really funny. Yeah, but if I had all the room in the world to bring all the shoes, yeah, I'd bring 20 pairs. If you had any chance to master any instrument, would you stick with the guitar or would you master another? Ooh, this is awesome. Thank you, Jim. This is super cool. Yes, I'd stick with guitar. Absolutely. I'd totally stick with guitar. But what some people don't know is I love the cello. So I really love, and you'll hear way back when I was working with Moxie, we wrote a song called Bella's Song, and I wrote some cello for that, and it sounded beautiful. So I love the sound of the cello, but that being said, cello is very different from guitar. So I'd absolutely stick with guitar for the rest of my life, but I'd like to learn other instruments along the way. It's just a matter of having the time. What do I do for inspiration? That's a super good question, because I think a lot of times the song ideas just happen, but I like to carve out time that I can work on songs. So again, like I said before, if it's in the morning, just play some guitar in the morning, have that set that you're like, okay, I'm gonna work on a song from this time to this time. Because for me, I can find it very overwhelming okay, I need to write the best song ever right now, and I only have like a day to do it. That's too overwhelming. So I just kind of carve out time and go, hey, this is the songwriting time that I work on, and maybe something happens, maybe doesn't, but at least now that I set the time, then I can write music. But a lot of times when you're in the songwriting mode of here I'm writing music all the time, I don't have to look for inspiration. I just am in the zone of writing. So all the time I'm constantly thinking, here's what I want to write. So it depends, but inspiration definitely, going to concerts, going to shows, seeing other bands, watching other players, I think that can be very inspiring too. So on the other end, that as well. Oh my gosh, so many questions. This is awesome, guys. Alright, let's see. Alan, I want to learn the harp as well. I would love to learn the harp. I think it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We need more time. I need more time to learn the harp. I know that's very intricate and everything that happens. I could probably write for the harp, but playing it is different. Okay, what are some words of wisdom for females getting into the music industry? That's a really good question. I really like that question, because it can seem, a little overwhelming, but there are so many female guitar players right now. I think over the years, I remember I was the only girl in guitar class, and that never really shook me up. I was just okay with it, because I think I was probably so distracted that I wanted to play guitar. That's all I was there for, to learn guitar. So I think if you're in that mindset, you get in a different zone of, you're just here to play guitar. Everybody, learns the same notes. We can all play, we can all have the potential to learn as everybody else. So, yeah, I think, and there's so many amazing female guitarists now, that there are so many role models. No matter who who you're watching or what you're into, in every genre, there are many, many female guitar players. So, they're there. We're all there. So that's all I have for that. Would you rather, I like this, awesome, it's not music related, would you rather go to space or meet an alien? I'd rather go to space. I don't know about meeting an alien. I think that would be not very exciting. I think it would be more scary than anything. But, yeah, as far as a language barrier, I don't know. I'd probably go to space. Probably just go to space. I think that would be awesome. Danny says, what kind of practicing do you do? It depends. It totally depends. In the past, I've been very strict about a practice regimen, which I think can be very helpful as far as moving from one place to another. So I'd carve out 3 hours and have every minute scheduled, which worked. I think for the time when I was a little bit younger, it worked for what I wanted to do. Now a lot of it is just is a lot of songwriting and a lot of playing solos or getting ready for shows. So then I carve out the time then, and if there's something I need to get out of the solo, or if there's a little tricky part, then I use that time to get better at it. But I think I've changed over the years, and I remember talking about this on the Musicians podcast a while back, that I think we change a little bit, in certain practice techniques that we used in the past may not work in the future. So, you might have to adjust depending on the situation you're in. But right now, I mainly like to keep it like, block off a few hours and then go from there. And if there's certain aspects that I need to work on, then I work on those. But right now, right now with the Indiegogo and everything, I'm in songwriting mode. So I'm fixing up all those songs that I have ready for the EP, and yeah, so if we get there, that'll be super exciting. But again, I don't know, since everybody's here, we're at about 30% of the way on the Indiegogo campaign. And I'll comment the link here if anybody needs it. But yeah, so we're getting there, but we gotta keep going. So if you know anybody that would want to support, or if you have any questions, let me know. But we gotta just keep going. If we get to 100%, then new music comes out, and I think that'll be really fun. Oh, cool! Jared's Ring Shop shared the link, so click the link that Jared Ring Shop just commented, and you can go to the Indiegogo. Yes, awesome. This is perfect. Cool. So for anybody that has just shown up, if you're just joining us, I will have a giveaway. I will announce it tomorrow, and we'll have some bracelets that you can win, some guitar picks, Jazz 3s these are, and some Elixir strings, and then also a Skype lesson from me. So if you're looking to start guitar, or if you have a guitar and you haven't started and you want to learn, or if you want to just, learn some new techniques on guitar, everybody can enter to win that. So I'll announce that tomorrow, and we will go from there. Cool. Awesome. I've been getting a lot of love for the new song, and I'm really excited that everybody loves it. Strength in Me, it's called. So if you haven't heard it, there's a link that Jared's Ring Shop commented, and it's to the Indiegogo. You can click on that link and hear a little bit of the song, the new song Strength in Me. If you like it, then you can, if you support the campaign, then I'll send you the song right away, so you get a download of the song. So whether we reach the goal or not, I will still send you that link, and you'll get the song from there, and you can download it. So yes, that's how it works. But I'm really excited. I think the more we work at this, then we'll get that goal, and it'll be amazing to see. Yes, so I just mentioned Jazz 3s. Is that my favorite pick currently? Yes. Oh, hi Matt. My fellow Harry Potter and guitar Sparkle lover. We love Sparkles and Harry Potter. Yeah, so Jazz 3, I've been using them for a very long time from Dunlop. So I use Jazz 3s, and then also I don't think I have one right here. I've been using the Dunlop Flow picks as well. So I've been using those. They're a little bit, if you look at them, they're a little bit thicker. So they're pretty thick, and they're a little bit bigger than the Jazz 3s, but I like both. These are a little bit newer, so I've been using them recently, but Jazz 3s have been my main guitar pick for a very long time. Yes, very cool. Jazz picks, cool. Oh my gosh. I'm running out of words to say. Running out of words as everybody is asking questions. Very cool. Okay, cool. Jim asked a very perfect question. How many hours do you spend just playing with ideas before you settle on something? If you know the real me, I am a super perfectionist, so I'll spend forever and ever thinking on ideas and thinking it's not perfect. So the answer is forever. But eventually you understand, I have to choose. I have to choose on something before it can be released. So otherwise I'm going to have all these songs that never get shared, and that's not fun. So eventually I choose something and it gets released. But yeah, for the solo on Strength in Me, if anybody has listened, it took me a little while to get that solo, and I remember going back and forth between ideas, and I wasn't quite sure. But then again, the best way to go is simple, melodic as far as solos go. So I went with just a simple melodic solo that added to the song, So it depends on the song, and I just want to, any idea I add, I just want to make sure I don't take away from the song, because the last thing you want is, I don't know, an annoying guitar part when you're trying to listen to the amazing vocals by Moxie Ann. So I try not to make anything annoying. I want it to add to the song. Perfect. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. So I've got, let's see, any more questions? I'm scrolling through. Let's see. Cool. Good, good, good. So if anybody has a question, I'll answer. And if not, then we'll be done. No, I think I answered all these. I want to make sure. Yep. Let's see. Cool. Everybody's good. Let's see. Yeah, I think I answered all these. Am I coming to Barcelona, please? Yes, I hope so soon. I hope so very soon. I'll when the time is right and when things come together. But right now we're just we got to get some music out first. So get the songs out, get the EP going, and we'll go from there. What's my current favorite amp? Again from Matt. My favorite amp right now, I go back and forth between a lot. Right now it's the 5150 or 5152 by PV. That's my favorite amp right now as far as live and in the studio. In the studio I also add the JCM 900 from Marshall. And then depending on the situation, I might add more different amps. But right now the 5152 is my favorite. So there we go. Cool. Well, I'm super excited that everybody has had some questions and tuned in, said hello. Oh, we have more questions. Cool. So from Larry, what made you decide that you wanted to learn guitar? So. Hi, Mick. So what made me want to decide? So I've told this story quite a few times, so it's kind of funny, but when I was younger, I don't know how old I was, could have been 11 or 12, I remember listening to the radio, and I grew up on really good music, great music, classic rock and funk and Motown, so I wasn't deprived of music, but all of a sudden I remember hearing Black Dog by Zeppelin on the radio. And I stopped at everything. I'm like, what is this noise? This noise is awesome. Both, really cool and kick-ass and awesome and amazing as far as tone-wise. And that was the first time that I really recognized what the guitar was. And from then I just was obsessed with it. I bugged my family for a guitar and then got some lessons. And some of you know the only songs I learned for like the next few years were Zeppelin songs. So all Zeppelin songs I learned, and then I branched out from there. Oh, cool. Would I do a female G3 with Nita Strauss and Orianthi? Yes. Orianthi's fantastic. Nita is amazing. They're all very, very kind and amazing players. Absolutely. I'd totally do it. I think that would be really fun and really exciting for everybody, and just to get all the female guitar players together and enjoy and play guitar. I think that would be fantastic. What did you decide, or how did you decide to do the campaign approach? So the campaign approach was mainly for the Indiegogo campaign. That was mainly a decision to combine the idea of offering merch, which a lot of you have asked for, so I wanted to offer that, and combine the idea of releasing new music, which has also been asked. So combine those together, and I knew a lot of people have been asking for it, so in return we kind of do like a pre-order option where you just pre-order the package, and if we get to the goal, then you get it, and if not, then we refund. So it was mainly just a combination of all those things. So the idea that I wanted to offer merch, but offering merch can be very expensive as far as t-shirts and printing CDs and everything. That can be very expensive, and I wanted to be able to give that out, so we went with the Indiegogo campaign. So again, if we reach the goal, then we get new music, and if we don't reach the goal, then everyone's refunded. So it's no loss there, but I think it would be fantastic if we reached that goal. How are you handling celeb status? I'm definitely not a celebrity. If you know me, I'm a super dork. I'm a guitar nerd. It's really exciting to see all of you be so excited about music, about my music and the songs, and talk guitars. That's really exciting. But I'm just a guitar player, like all of us. That's all. That's all. Just super nerdy and loving guitar and gear and all of that stuff. So. Oh my gosh, so many questions, guys. I'm gonna run. At some point, I've got to eat. I've got to eat at some point. Okay. Your most memorable jam session. Most memorable jam session. Hmm. There's been so many. I mean, when I first started out, I had a girl band when I was 15, and that was always really fun. We jammed, just classic rock songs, and then recently I played a little bit with Nikki Stevens. You probably know her. She's a bass player, and it was really fun. We just wrote some just really upbeat punk rock songs, and that's always been really fun. But every jam session is really fun. Cool, great. Oh yeah. Moxie and I, we're always writing music together, always, all the time. We're best friends. We stick together and everything. So we're always calling each other up and going, "Hey, can you help me with this song?" And then I call her and go, "Hey, I need help with this song." And it's great to have a friend that's always there, and I can talk to and get advice on my song. Moxie's almost like the level-headed person in the studio, because I'll sit there and I'll panic over, is this song perfect? Is this song perfect? And I'll turn to Moxie and go, "Is that okay, Moxie?" And she goes, "Yes, it's great. It sounds great." So she's good as far as being level-headed in the studio for me, because I tend to be very, I don't know, perfectionist, OCD, whatever you want to call it. I tend to be very, want everything perfect. But yeah, very cool. Okay, so, yeah, so that's all I have for today. I just wanted to check in and say hi, announce the giveaway, so be on the lookout tomorrow for the how to enter in the giveaway. Okay, I'll send out a post tomorrow. Check in, it'll probably be in the morning. I'm in California, so in the morning in California, and we'll go from there. But yeah, anybody who enters in the giveaway could win all of the fantastic guitar goodies and a Skype guitar lesson. So that'll be good. And then, yeah, share the campaign as much as you can. Right now, again, we're at about 30%. We got a little bit more ways to go. So the more we add to it, the better. The more we share around, the more music can be shared. So I'm super excited. Thanks, guys, so much for saying hello. It's good to see everybody finally talk and say hi. Yes, perfect. Okay, cool. So be on the lookout for tomorrow, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. I don't know how to turn this off. Sorry guys, I'm stuck here. All right, I think I figured it out. Okay, I'm waving just in case. Bye guys.